Upward Ninja here, about to drop some higher level knowledge on all you peasants. I am about to potentially shatter the fabric of reality by telling you the greatness that is Young Defiant. Now, hopefully, you choose to embrace reality and take the necessary steps on becoming at least a little bit smarter. Now, before we get into things, I have to be real with you here. You have to be born a higher level entity. So don't think that you can just get on my level by watching this video, let alone Young Defiant's level. But like the dung beetle desperately trying to roll shit uphill, you can try. So let's get started with the most obvious thing I love about Young Defiant and the greatest attribute a human or higher level entity can possess. And this is the fact that he is never wrong. I mean, he is really a master of all things. He was always destined for greatness from the start. I mean, I've known him since we were little kids, and he was always on a different level. All the teachers loved him. All the girls crushed on him. All the boys wanted to be him. And now as a man, I can say with 100% honesty that just witnessing Young Defiant made me the successful man that I am today. Being in his presence for extended periods of time can cause one to have what only can be explained as winner thoughts. Everything started to go right in my life when I was just merely around him. Something you guys probably are aware of is the rise of cryptocurrency. And many years ago, Young Defiant actually walked past me, and about a minute later, I heard a voice, seemingly from the shadows, whisper, "Invest in Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum." Of course, I put everything I had at the time in those coins, and I don't even have to tell you the result on that. You can look at the numbers. You will become a multi-millionaire potentially just by merely being around Young Defiant. This is a little intermission here. This dude has the Akatsuki cloud on his car. Imagine being so much of a loser that you actually put Naruto stuff on your car. That could never be me. He really is great. You know, I've known him since I was a little kid. And ever since then, he was just on a different level. And I'm so glad that my son gets to experience the same thing I did by going to school with Young Defiant as well. Now you might be asking yourself, come on, man, how is that even possible? Young Defiant is the same age as you, but he goes to school with your son? You're an idiot. This is beyond your comprehension, but I am going to lay it out just so you can understand the golden experience that is Young Defiant. He exists on a different plane than you and I do. So he is able to exist as an amoeba, as a 1-year-old, as a 2-year-old, as a 3-year-old, as a 4-year-old. You get the point. All at one time. So my son can go to school. He's 6 years old. He's in first grade with Young Defiant because he is an entity that exists outside of time and space, but at the same time, he is everywhere. So my son's best friend is this reality's version of Young Defiant, this timeline's version. And every time he comes over to play with my son, it's truly greatness that I get to witness. I get teary-eyed right now just talking about it. And not only does he teach my son things that even I couldn't understand, even now, not just at that age, but now, like he's outperforming me as a dad. It's kind of a shame. I'm a little bit ashamed to admit it, but I guess live and learn, right? But he actually teaches me things. This is a 6-year-old child. Like at the same time, I'm proud and I'm great. I'm glad that he has positive influences around him. But then at the same time, I'm like a little bit scared. Like this guy's 6, but he's just. I mean, he. If you would have just talked to this guy, this 6-year-old kid, and obviously for privacy reasons, I can't put him on the screen or disclose his name or have you listen to him. But if you were just to like talk to this 6-year-old kid, you would think like, and let's just say for some reason you didn't understand like the average human life is like 70 years old. You would think that this guy is like a 400, 500, 600-year old like sage. Like the amount of knowledge that he can drop is just purely mind blowing. I know a lot of you guys probably couldn't even comprehend it. Like you literally would die. But me, I'm a very smart person. You know, very high IQ, top one. You know, 0.00111% in the entire world. So I can like barely handle it. But like for like 3 days after, I might have a headache. But this is not a constant thing. But anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wake the people up. I've given you enough of my time at this point. All I'm going to say is anybody that has been a fan in denial because Young Defiant doesn't have haters, just people that won't embrace him and reject it, but in their subconscious they do embrace and accept him. It's really weird. It's like this weird like duality thing. But anybody who is a fan in denial, a follower in denial, or a person that has hated on Young Defiant, said he was a troll, said what he said is not true, I think you owe it to yourself to do the right thing and go over to his channel. That'll be linked in the description, of course. Click on his StreamYards and donate. And become a member to his channel and become a subscriber on Twitch. That is what you can do for yourself going into this new year. So this weirdly turned into like a New Year's resolution advice video, but it's 100% truth, 100% facts, 100% reality bending, but at the same time it is factual because like Young Defiant, I am much higher than you. So you have to listen to what I said. You have to do this for yourself. So that's my advice for the day. Upward Ninja out.